Click the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe for around-the-clock WWE news in real time. The home of the most consistent and dedicated breaking news in WWE, Seanzviewent, is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
Now, viewers, fans, and subscribers, over the last 28 hours, 48 hours, whatever you want to call it, it has been rough. It has been tough. It has been hard. It has been sad. It has been one of the most crucial points of the year. You know, we're just coming off this extreme high, Wrestlemania, Randy Orton, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, all these storylines, all these angles, all the drama, all the Raw, all the SmackDown, all the NXTs. We're all getting exhilarated. We're all getting excited. The most monumental WrestleMania of all time as it concerns the largest gate, the most memorable, the most historic in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment. And then tragedy happens. Tragedy strikes, ladies and gentlemen. Not 1, not 7, not 10, not even 14. 17 WWE stars released from the company. 17 stars no longer with the World Wrestling Entertainment. 17 stars that now have to go out and find another job, another way of life, another way to make a living. Now imagine if YouTube were to release your favorite YouTubers. Oh, JD from NY released. Cultaholic released. CM Pulse released. Seanzviewent released from YouTube. Imagine if that were to happen. That goes to show you how important, how crucial, just how terrible it is to release your favorite WWE superstars. And we're not just talking about current stars. We're talking about stars that could have been the future of the company, the future of the WWE, future world champions that were released over the last 24 hours, the last 48 hours. Can you put that light on over there? I mean, it has been a hell of a debacle. It has been a struggle. The struggle is absolutely real. And when you're talking about 17 elite stars, you're talking from Raw, you're talking from NXT, you're talking from SmackDown. As a matter of fact, viewers, we're also hearing this now. Released WWE star teases joining OnlyFans. Cora Jade, who was released in WWE's latest round of cuts, may be hinting at a launch of an OnlyFans account. After her release, TNA wrestler Indy Hartwell replied to Jade on X, writing, "I only want to be your fan," with the words only and fan capitalized. Jade responded by saying, "Stay tuned, honey," which has sparked speculation. Cora is under a 30-day non-compete clause. With Shotzi, now Shotzi, the latest release today from the WWE. This round of releases over the last 48 hours has been some of the most saddest, some of the baddest, just absolutely shocking. And again, I said it last night, and I'll say it again. I did it during my live. I did a live stream last night. Go check out my live stream right now. These 17 stars, from the men and the women, the girls and the guys that were released from the company, if I had $1 million, if I had, the proper money, if I could open up the checkbook, I would make my own wrestling brand. I would make my own wrestling company from these 17 elite stars, these performers. I would be so creative. I would be so compelling. I would be so entertaining. And I would bring you the brand of brands, because Seanzviewent Entertainment knows that this is the show because of you. Now, I'm also at the mercy of the algorithm on YouTube. And I know a lot of my subscribers and fans say, "Sean, I didn't even know you did a video." Again, this is why I say set a reminder on your watch, your cell phone, your iPhone, your iPad, your TV. Set a reminder. Put it on TV. Watch Seanzviewent. Check out my channel hourly. You know how every day you wake up and you put on your shirts, your shoes, you know how you brush your teeth, you know how you take a shower, you know how you eat? Make Seanzviewent a part of your day every day, multiple times a day, morning, noon, and night, for the brash and the brazen, where we give you the hottest, the latest, and the greatest. Now, with Shotzi being released, Naomi is now reacting to 17 wrestlers getting released from WWE. Braun Strowman, Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, Cora Jade, Shayna Baszler, Eddie Thorpe, Gigi Dolan, Dakota Kai, Riley Osborne, Jakara Jackson, Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, Wolfgang, Oro Mansea, Javia Burnell, Danny Palmer, Shotzi. Now, what I'm about to say is going to stir up a lot of controversy, not because of me, but because of how it's going to be reported. SmackDown superstar from the Blue brand on the USA Network, Naomi, tweeted the following about the releases. If I was doing releases, I would have kept everyone and just released Jade Cargill. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. Do you think Jade Cargill deserves to be released from the WWE like Naomi wants? Now, I'll tell you what, this has definitely stirred up a lot of controversy, a lot of heat. It's been fire ever since Naomi has said this online, ever since it has transpired. They don't have the chance to walk out like you once did, and I don't remember others using it as part of their storylines. I get that you're a heel and all, but sometimes wrestlers need to learn to read the room. And Naomi said, because this was a fan's response to this, I didn't walk, I ran, and then came back to beat up your favorites. Ha, 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 ha. So Naomi, again, is really letting the fans at it, really letting the fans have it right here. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, according to those in the know, according to Sean Ross Sapp, if Triple H wanted to keep these people, they would still be there. Let me be clear about that. If Triple H wanted them in WWE, he wanted them there, they'd still be there. So obviously the ones that were trimmed, the ones that were cut, the ones that have been canceled, the ones that have been fired from the WWE over the last 48 hours is really true and really telling. Danny Palmer has been released from WWE as well. Another name, another add-on, absolutely extravagant. This is over the edge now. This is going to all-time levels. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, breaking news just coming in right now. Undisputed WWE Champion John Cena will return to SmackDown next week to address his challenger, Randy Orton, for Backlash. United States Champion Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa will go against the team of LA Knight and Damian Priest in tag team action. And last but certainly not least, Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax in a number one contenders match for the WWE Women's Championships. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, Kaneo Carver takes a shot at Roman Reigns after WWE releases. Now, of course, there's going to be reactions. There's going to be comments. There's going to be sentiments. There's going to be a lot of things said from a lot of different people as concerns these releases in the WWE. Ain't no L-I-E about that. Also, to my viewers, my fans, my subscribers, especially my channel members, and guys, it's so important. If you want me to stay on YouTube, become a channel member today. What was the most shocking releases, or the top? What was the top most shocking releases? What was the most unexpected releases to you? And as we always do, what was your review? What did you think about SmackDown last night? Your sentiments, your views, your opinions. If it weren't for you, there would be no Seanzview. We come through when the lights are on bright. And they couldn't be any brighter with all of you behind me, with all of you supporting me. Seanzviewent knows that you are the glue that keeps this show together. And sometimes that this show is pretty much held by glue, and that is true. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, Io Sky praises Dakota Kai after her release from the WWE for a second time. And that's the thing. That's the heartbreaking thing. Some of these guys, some of these girls have been released not once, but twice. They have been released twice by the WWE. Is there a Hall of Fame for being released the most times? Because some of these people, some of these individuals deserve to be in it. Shotzi confirms that she is leaving WWE. Also, see you in 30 days. Cora Jade issues a statement on her WWE release. Also, WWE releases the updated list of 16-plus wrestlers from the main roster and NXT. So obviously the WWE is also shedding light on this. Also, a massive UFC star, a massive MMA fighter, teases jump to the WWE. Also, Saudi Arabia is expected to host WWE Night of Champions 2025. Yes, you heard that right. Ex-WWE stars encourage release talent after roster cuts. They encourage talent. It's all about encouraging. It's all about lifting the other up. Because at a time like this, it is drastic, it is crucial, and it is absolutely vital. Also breaking news as Elton Prince from SmackDown suffers an injury scare on the Blue Brand on the USA Network last night. Did you catch the 2 ref botches on SmackDown last night as well? TNA institutes a new blood policy. Yes, TNA cutting back on the blood, the violence, the bludgeon of the wrestlers, the stars, the athletes that compete in that very ring. But if they bleed the hard way, well, then they will let it go, and they will not slow the flow. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Cora Jade revaxed to her original name following her release from the WWE. TNA elevates 2 veterans to vice president roles in the organization. Fatal 4-way match set for the United States Heavyweight Championship of the World at WWE Backlash. Rey Mysterio is set to appear for AAA after the WWE acquired them several days ago. Zelina Vega honors her father who was killed in the 9/11 after the Women's U.S. title win. Ben Affleck wants to play Ric Flair in an upcoming biopic, and wouldn't that be something? Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, we have left you with something, but we're going to leave you with even more as we open the door and give you the best, the latest, the newest, the most in-depth, the most thorough, the most real-time WWE. This is your undisputed place to be later. Oh, whoa. Did you think that was all it? No. After all these releases, there has been rumors, there has been speculation, there has been some chatter about a rebrand, a rebirth of the WWE. Will there be a name change for World Wrestling Entertainment following 17 releases in WWE? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. And if there is a name change, what should the change? What should the new name be of the WWE? Subscribe.